Hey there, Tundra Nation, and welcome back to the channel. It's the day after the Super Bowl, and your digestive tract is no doubt feeling just a little bit, rough. But don't worry, we've got just the cure for you. We're going to take a break from all that intense post-Super Bowl analysis and answer the question, what firearm caliber best represents your favorite football player? So sit back, keep down in that Pepto-Bismol, and let's start the show.
I wish I could say something that was classy and inspirational. That just wouldn't be our style.
Just like the 45 ACP, Tom Brady has been around for a long time, and instead of 2 world wars, his fans often scream 7 Super Bowl wins. Boston Patriots fans, oops, scratch that, Tampa Bay Buccaneers fans, thought he was the toughest fella around, conveniently forgetting that Brady had created more drama than your Nana's afternoon soap operas. There was Spygate, Deflategate, and so many other gates, it's no wonder Patriots players are comfortable getting arrested. Pro tip, fellas, describing prison as a gated community, well, that's just a bit misleading. Now, you may think this is where we would make a tasteless Aaron Hernandez joke, but come on, even we have more class than that. We don't really, but my OCD is telling me that those jokes can wait for when we do a 38 caliber. Ooh. Like Brady, 45 caliber has a history of success, and being a red-blooded American, I won't deny that slinging big 45 caliber slugs downrange while a bald eagle screams overhead and my military-grade tinnitus melodizes with America the Beautiful in my head, well, that's always going to be fun at the range. But all good things come to an end, and with Brady's retirement, for real this time, well, that just leaves the old 45. 45 ACP and Brady fanboys should be ignored like that one Facebook friend who tags you in all the posts about herbal supplements and essential oils. I mean, personally, I find Brady fanboys pretty easy to ignore because I can't understand anything said in a drunken Boston accent.
Come on, I'm coming. You've been sitting there for half an hour and I'm enjoying myself. You know, you're just like your mother. Oh, there you go.
If you want a YouTube channel guaranteed to never talk in a Boston accent, you can hit that subscribe button right now. We do guarantee, however, to make you laugh while supporting our Second Amendment rights and freedoms while roasting anything that gets in our way. Folks, this is America, and we're always looking for the new hotness, as the kids say. And if you're into the latest, then San Francisco's Brock Purdy and the 6.8x51, well, those are going to be your jams. The 6.8x51, also known as the 277 Sig Fury, will be the new cartridge for most military grunts out there. Fans of this cartridge will note its more extended range and flat shooting nature, calling it innovative and a breakthrough in technology, finally fixing the penetration at distance issues of the 5.56. They mostly do this because apparently they've totally forgotten about the good old 7.62x51 NATO. Hey, did you guys feel that? Yeah, that right there, my friends, is the sound of a million keyboard warriors leaping into the comments. Well, actually, the 6.8x51 is way more effective at over 600 yards, and actually, the 6.8x51 is more effective out of a shorter barrel. Well, of course it is. Buddy, just like your girlfriend writes in her diary, you're ignoring the important parts and focusing on the wrong spots. The point is, the 6.8 solves the problem we created when we got rid of 7.62 NATO. Yes, in true American military efficiency, we solved a problem that we already solved 50 years ago, but after spending hundreds of millions of dollars to do so. Way to go, America!
Show me the money!
If you only care about one thing and one thing only, and that's stopping power, then there can only be one player and one caliber for you, and that's Lawrence Taylor and the 44 Magnum. The definition of brute force, Taylor, known as LT, was the hardest hitting player of his time. 44 Magnum owners strut around with a clear knowledge that they have the most powerful handgun in the world if it were 1973. Don't worry, my friend, I won't ruin it for you by mentioning the 460 Smith & Wesson Magnum. I really won't, I promise. Just like the 44 Magnum, LT benefits from a heady mix of nostalgia more than a hard look at reality. There, of course, are much better and modern alternatives to the 44 Magnum if you can convince a 44 Magnum fan to stop endlessly repeating lines from Dirty Harry movies. Taylor fans utilize a similar strategy by repeating how he broke quarterback Joe Theismann's leg, quote unquote, like a breadstick.
Oh, snap!
Here it comes, y'all.
The old new hotness of the NFL is Kansas City quarterback Patrick Mahomes. In the firearms world, that is 300 Blackout, full stop. Just a few years ago, everyone's talking about this hot new round. Now it's barely mentioned except by operator wannabes and people who have been saying their suppressor will arrive any day now since Obama was in office.
Thanks, Obama.
Just like the 300 Blackout, Patrick Mahomes is versatile and a powerful choice. Unfortunately for both Mahomes and the 300 Blackout, their fanboys ruin everything by ignoring the facts. The smaller cousin of the classic 7.62x39, the 300 Blackout, is only interesting when you start adding things like a short barrel, a suppressor, and subsonic ammo to it. All the advantages of 300 Blackout come when you've got money to burn. Like a lot of calibers that have come and gone, 224 Valkyrie anybody? This round is great, but it's unclear if it will stand the test of time. Have you ever had a girlfriend that you wish you'd never met because she wasted all your free time and all your money, but was so fun that you just forgot all about it and were happy to be blind to it all? Well, that's 300 Blackout in a nutshell.
Because of course there's no such thing as a woman who's not at least a 4 crazy.
One of the most popular firearm calibers in history is the corrosive steel-cased wonder 7.62x39, renowned for its power and popularity mostly because of its association with the venerable AK-47. Somehow, though, new and fresh off the assembly line AKs still manage to smell like Cosmoline vodka and day-old fish. Yeah, that's weird. Some call that a bug, but AK owners, well, they call that a feature. A classic AK is a miracle of keeping it simple, stupid engineering. When you buy one, others around you are going to nod as you repeat AK lore, praising its reputation for reliability in extreme conditions, all the while recounting videos of gun tubers burying their AKs in mud, throwing them against boulders, and driving over them in their cars only to yank on that charging handle and sling lead with no problems. Broken, battered, covered in mud, and still functioning? You know what? That sounds like famed Pittsburgh Steeler QB Ben Roethlisberger to me. Bonus, you get the same fresh AK smell from Big Ben day or night.
Smell that? He's passed out drunk.
Just like 9mm, Russell Wilson is compact, fast, and versatile. And we all know what happens when you tell your friends you've got a 9mm pistol. Nothing at all, really, because 9mm is the most boring choice any firearms owner can make. Nobody's ever going to be excited about 9mm because it's basically the beige Toyota Camry of the firearms world. It works, and that's all it does. Now, let me be clear. There is nothing wrong with it, but there's just nothing to get excited about either.
No, me bored. Bored! Whoa, whoa, ooh, all right, please, it's okay.
Okay, folks, we did a Patrick Mahomes bit, and I'm recording this before I know how the Super Bowl turns out, so I better do a Jalen Hurts bit just to be safe. Jalen Hurts, a rookie quarterback for Philadelphia, has had an amazing year and is known as a classic double threat QB who can pass or run. A new double threat caliber. I know, the 6.8 Blackout. Just like Hurts, this new round is untested. Excuse me. And a cough there. And maybe it's the best thing since sliced bread, or maybe it's just another Wildcat cartridge that's going to cause early adopters to cry in dollar signs.
I haven't cried like that since Titanic.
8.6mm is essentially .338 caliber, and while it's an absolute wimp compared to standard .338 caliber cartridges, the .338 Win Mag laughs at your weakness. The 8.6 with its insane 1 in 3 twist rate puts a whole lot of lead down range much, much easier.
That was easy, like pressing that easy button at the office supply store.
In the history of the NFL, we've had a few multi-role and even multi-sport athletes. These players include guys like Bo Jackson, Cordell Stewart, and Deion Sanders, all players who excelled at multiple positions and multiple sports.
Let's start playing. I'm the Raiders, I'm Bo Jackson, and hopefully he'll show up.
That's no fair. Bo Jackson's too fast.
Each of these players was considered a game changer in their time, but let's be honest, they aren't really a particular caliber. They are a very particular firearm. They are all the Taurus Judge. The Judge was announced as a game changer as well, if you meant changing the game from good to mediocre. And that was always the issue with multi-role and multi-sport athletes. They're good at one sport and often barely passable at the other. You're constantly moving from a feeling of vague acceptability to colossal disappointment. The judge takes 45 Colt and 410 shotgun rounds that hover somewhere between obsolete and ineffective. Once the novelty and charm of the judge's multi-tool approach wears off, you're going to realize you'd just be better off buying the right tool for the job instead of a tool that promises to do all of the jobs, because in the end, you are the tool for having bought one. Speaking of the right tool for the job, you can come join me over on Twitch, where I stream almost every single day, and I'm going to be live right as this video drops. Here's to hoping your team won the big sports ball tournament, and I was rooting for you the entire time. Don't forget to join us next time, folks, when we still don't know what the heck we're doing. Bye-bye.